Hi fashion lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today it is this trending skirt, layered handkerchief skirt. It is trending right now. It comes in Ankara, crepe, different materials, linen, and it is trendy. So that is what we'll be cutting in this video. Okay, if you have not subscribed, do subscribe, and if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. So this is the measurement. Okay, I do not need the hip measurement, I just need the waist and skirt length. All right, that is what we need, and the waist is 34, and the skirt length is 20. We divide the waist. It is only the waist that you divide by 4. That is where that is important. Every other place now. So having divided it by 4, okay, and our skirt length is 20, we'll do plus 1.5 to the skirt length. Now, remember that this particular skirt comes in different length. It can be short, it can be long. But the important thing, this is not the fabric we're using to cut this. Let me show you how to fold it. Okay, it has to be folded this way. All right, now it has to be folded this way. This part will be on open, the other part too will be on open. You see how I folded it? Just like the way you fold your 360-degree skirt or 360, but this is the fabric I will be using. All right, now the one on the video you watched earlier is double step. Now first let me measure this fabric so you see how many yards of fabric I'm using. This is 2 yards of fabric. Okay, and Ankara crepe is by 60 in length, Ankara is by 45. So when you get that your 2 yards of Ankara or 2 yards of crepe, fold it into 4 like this. You fold this one first. This is the factory finish edge. That is the first folding. The second folding is this way, which makes it folded into 4. Remember, you just assume you're cutting a flay, a 360 flay. Okay, now I've folded it into 4. All right, here will be even. You can see this part will be on open, the other part. Now when you fold this thing, 2 parts will not have opening, the other part will have opening. Here you can see here has opening, and this down has opening. Now you see this excess here, they are not even. You must make it even. How do I put it? If you're cutting this, in fact, let it be equal in all the edges, all the sides. All right, let it be equal. If you place your tape this way and you got about 40, the other side too should be about 40. All the edges will be about 40, but what we are going for is about 21.5. That is plus the folding allowance. We will be folding the down part. Okay, but first what I'll do is I need to take out that part that is not even. Okay, I need to cut it out. Okay, so but before doing that, let's mark. My waist is 8.5, so I'm just going for 4. The way we go for our flay skirt, this will be the waist part. Okay, the part that does not have opening, you can see these edges, there's no opening at all. So that is where you take as your waist. Now let me zoom it. I'll go around to know if I'll get 8. I did not get 8. So what I'll do is extend it to 6. All right, to see if I'll get 8 in waist. Remember my waist is 8.5. So I'll measure it round, measure it round 8. 6. That is what I measured. Okay, just take it that it is the way you make cut your 360, but the difference is you do not give it a curve at the down. Now I've marked it and I saw that it was too much. I was having about 10, so I'll just go for 5.5. Take half inches. Now from that I'll measure the 21. From that I will measure the 21. You can see from the waist measurement, I'll measure the 21. Now I placed it and discovered it is excess. Let me measure this part too. Remember, it is folded into 4. This is the unopened side too. These two parts that I just measured now, these are the parts that you need to get measure for your length. Now from the waist, I got 21.5 in the other side, and this part is excess. Okay, here is excess. So what I'll do is place it the way it is. Okay, place my tape, then measure the 21. All right, this is, you can see here is excess. That is the excess in length in this part. So what I'll do is cut it. I want the skirt to be equal, all right, in the part that will be straight, but the part that will give it that slanty part, in fact, I want it all to rhyme. Okay, I do not want one part to be bigger than the other. So what it means that if you fold it into 4, every angle of the square, when you post it into 4, it gives you square. Okay, every angle of the square should rhyme. That is what it means. Now this part and this part is the unopened side. They should be equal. This part I just touched now. All right, let's cut the waist. They should be equal. If you have 21.5 on this part, you should have 21.5 on this part. Okay, it is very important. All right, so I have cut out the waist. Okay, so this is how it looks. Now you already know. Let me measure. I got 9 is okay because it is elastic on the waist. The waist of this is elastic. So this is it. You can see it. Now let me just stand and show you. This is how it came out already. It is giving what is on the picture already. Now if you want yours to be 2 steps, what you need to do is cut a shorter one and place it on top. All right, and you get 2 steps. Another thing is the elastic is just the same way we do our elastic band, on our trousers. Do that and attach it to the waist. You can see how it is. This is it. Remember guys, if you have not subscribed, do subscribe, and if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. So whichever way you place it, it still gives you the same results. Okay, you can see it. And for the folding, it has to be, I will be doing double folding. You can equally add lining to it if you choose to. Okay, you can add lining. Now this top can actually serve, this can serve as a top. It can serve as a top. So let me put it on so you see how it serves as a top. It comes in skirt, it comes in top. So whichever one, this is how you go about cutting it. So let me just put it on. You can see how the top part, if I place it this way, it looks like top. Now if I decide to use it as top, all I need to do is finish it, the neck, do biasing, finish it neatly, and it forms top. You see how it is? Okay, so this is it. Remember guys, if you have any question, let me know. So this is your handkerchief skirt or top, whichever one. They are the same way of cutting it. There is no much work. All right, this is one of the easiest skirt top you can make yourself. You can equally